Yes, yes, yes. Top of the top. Y'all already know the vibe. Y'all know what's up. Salute to everybody that's in the building, that's ready to go. And you know I had to show up. And today is the 4NOFAME Primetime Episode 18 live stream. And I'm going to get into Lil Durk suspect behavior. I'm going to get into 50 Cent trolling Lil Kim and Lil BOOSIE arrested. And basically, this is a show for the littles, the lil niggas. You understand? So we're going to have some fun, but I'm going to chop up some real shit. Morning, family, on the pull up. I see y'all, rise and shine. We about to get started. Like I said, I'm going to let some more people pull up, but I'm about to get into some shit. We about to get into some shit once again. All right, let me start it off. Because I'm going to be real. A lot of people missing the whole key. They missing the whole point of this whole shit. And see, we got to understand that the nigga Lil Durk been dealing with a lot of suspect behavior. So I'm going to ask the question, is Lil Durk the Chicago 6ix9ine? Or is Lil Durk in the same program as 6ix9ine? But my whole point is we gonna get into some simple shit, and we're going to look at some simple key points, and we're going to see how this shit is right in our face. You dig? Now, this is the first thing I'm going to say. Niggas got to remember that when King Von died, him and Lil Durk was not cool. They was not cool, and King Von had a lot of shit to say about Lil Durk. He was not feeling him. That's why people that know what's going on, know the story. They know about King Von's last tweets. They know about his last songs. They know he was getting that dirt. And King Von also seen that niggas was trying to put that body on him. You feel me? Because we know he got the background, he got the status, he got the classification. You feel me? So at the end of the day, niggas was trying to put that body on King Von anyway, allegedly. And we also got to remember that it's another individual that was involved with that so-called murder, and he's up out of here too. It was another person involved with that crime with Durk and King Von, and that nigga's out of here too. So there's some things going on, and we have not heard nothing about Lil Durk going back to court for that murder charge. Even though he was already a so-called convicted felon, or he so-called got caught with a gun before in Chicago once upon a time. He never went to jail for that neither. And so we got to look at Lil Durk suspect behavior and how he got pictures with the mayor, and basically the niggas in bed with the city. And you got to understand about Chicago and politics, they always go hand in hand, because Chicago is a corrupt city. It's been corrupt since the Al Capone days, and the government or the city of Chicago got their hands in them streets, and vice versa. You got to understand this shit go back in the days. Just like niggas don't understand how it was a time when the Black disciples had to do security for Martin Luther King. You feel me? So my point is, the politicians always knew about the gangsters. They always knew about the gangsters in Chicago. And a lot of them do business together. Under the table, behind the scenes, we know there's a lot of politics that go on behind that. And I'm going to leave that part at that. But this nigga, Durk, is a suspect ass nigga, and he specialized at getting niggas killed or niggas dying around him too. That's why you got to understand, when you see these rap niggas promoting these agendas, these niggas are paid individuals that do the job they doing. See, niggas don't buy records, music don't sell, it ain't no fucking CDs. These niggas get money for leading people astray, getting niggas killed, and getting people locked up. That's their job. So you never gonna really have no paperwork on niggas like this, because they jobs or you feel me? They compromise these jobs behind the scenes. So that's why when this video over with, I'm going to put up the picture of Lil Durk with the mayor of Chicago, and you'll understand why some of this shit is going on. And then you'll understand why it's key figures. See, my point is this. See, that whole situation that went on, Lil Durk know everything. He know everything behind the scenes. He know the beef. He know who the shooters is. He always knew all this. He was the one pulling strings the whole time. But you got to understand, that nigga live in Atlanta. He's been playing Atlanta. He been playing the outskirts. Because he been hiding and hiding his hand. Because he don't want to be in Chicago with that blood on his hands. You also got to remember the ties that Lil Durk have with 6ix9ine. When 6ix9ine kept going all out, dissing Durk. And then remember when 6ix9ine went to O Block. And it looked like he had them boys in them federale trucks with him. Remember that? Because y'all be forgetting shit. But I'm showing you this connection of rap niggas making real niggas on the block hot. You see? Old block niggas really doing, they doing real shit, getting real money, doing real shit. But you got these rap niggas creating all these spectacles around the gangsters, which made the gangsters hot. That's why you'll see that Lil Durk kept making songs to provoke shit. To the point where the mothers had to tell that man to stop making that music, the niggas in the hood, because he got niggas dying, beefing over the shit he's saying out his mouth. But he kept doing this shit on purpose because the nigga was pulling the strings from behind the scenes, orchestrating all this shit. Allegedly. But y'all gotta remember that King Von was not feeling Lil Durk in his last day. That's why they wasn't together. But don't get it fucked up. Yeah, we know when they went to court, it was a bullshit. Basically, they wasn't supposed to be together during the trial and all that. We know about all that. But I'm telling you this. All of that was to line up King Von from the rip anyway, and for Durk to separate himself from that nigga early. And when they was separated, King Von was doing his own thing. And at the same time, he made a lot of references about niggas turning on him, niggas changing sides on him, niggas acting funny. Niggas know, like I say, niggas who know this, what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about, that King Von was not feeling Durk in his last day. And then we also seen how when that fake ass beef happened at that club, when King Von came out, it was already niggas waiting to gun him down. Because we got to understand, somebody provoked the fight. Somebody provoked the fight because they already know he was on go. They already know he was going to pop off. But the whole point was to get it started and get him out the club. You feel me? That's why it was an orchestrated hit, nigga. That's why nobody in jail for killing King Von right now. Because if it was any other nigga killed or dead, they'd be still locked up. But when King Von got killed, that was a good job. That was a good job done. You feel me? Because that was orchestrated, allegedly. Because y'all gotta understand and remember this shit. King Von is David Barksdale grandson. That's his bloodline. That's someone just said. That's his family, all right? And he really was to be crowned the king of Chicago eventually because the gangster's already in his blood, all right? He put his own work in. But not only that, fuck all that. The boy had talent. The boy had talent, and we know he was about to be one of the brightest stars that Chicago ever seen. And niggas like Lil Durk ain't like that. Because Lil Durk been around since the Chief Keef days, playing the background, doing everything, signing a Def Jam. All these rap songs, he made a lot of lovey-dovey shit, whining music, crybaby shit. And after a while, niggas wasn't feeling Lil Durk like that. So when King Von came with that street wave, with that old block shit, you feel me? The gangsters was feeling that boy. And plus, he already put that work in. So not only Lil Durk ain't want him to get that shine or get that leverage, but we also can look at it with common sense and know that the authorities or the higher ups did not want King Von to get to a certain status because they know what's in his bloodline and they know who his grandfather is. Now, part of me could be his great-granddad or his granddad, but I know that he's from the bloodline of David Barksdale, which is known as King David. All right? King David, King Hoover. But my point is this. Lil Durk know that King Von was more official than him. He had the ladies on him. He had the talent. And he actually had the goons. He actually had the team of niggas running with him. And we know what type of life they was about. And Durk really had no part of this shit. And he was a nigga from the outside coming in, infiltrating. That's why he did little fake shit like buy everybody chains and try to buy niggas. Because fake niggas always are going to try to buy real niggas. But my point is this. By him buying niggas, And that gave him authority to know what's going on in niggas' business. And I'm pretty sure during the whole debacle, it was niggas under the table putting information in DURK head. Therefore, DURK know what's going on and behind the scenes. So it's not hard for niggas to get indicted. It's not hard at all for niggas to get indicted because they've been doing a whole lot of shit. And yes, they told on themselves on social media. Yes, they did. Because we know about the indictments. Yes, the brothers have been indicted. They have been indicted. Whatever you want to call them, these individuals have been indicted for the FBG, DURK murder, and many other crimes. But we know that these are just the fall guys, all right? These are the fall guys because we know other people had their hands in this pot. Just like all the real FBG DURK fans know, before he died, he was talking about peace. He was talking about just raising his kids and making his music. That was some of his last words before he died, but niggas keep missing that point on how he was already talking about peace before he died. But I told you niggas, it's always going to be individuals higher up. They don't want peace. They want the fuckery to keep going. So niggas kept that shit going. When we know a person of authority, of power, could have been came to the table and called a truce for all these little niggas. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. It happens in Chicago. It happens in New York, LA, all over the world. Whenever you got talented, great individuals from the street, instead of somebody from the boule or somebody of a high authority coming together saying, yo, y'all need to chill, sit at the table, let's work this shit out like businessmen, they like to keep it going. And they want the deaths to happen, and they want the subpoenas and indictments to go down because they don't want these young black men to have no legitimate power. See, once these little niggas start trying to get legit and they get cleaned up, they want them gone. Because once you got street ties, basically what you telling the world is you got access to an army. And I'm going to get into that later on how y'all got to understand that the gangs are militias. You see, America was always built on military and militias. And I'm going to teach y'all something about militias. You dig? That's how the Civil War was won. Not the Civil War, but the Revolutionary War with George Washington and them niggas. When they beat the British, they would not have beat the British if they didn't have militias on their team. And nowadays, I'm just going to say the gangs are the current militias for black people, all right? White people have thousands of militias. You will never know their name. And that's just motherfuckers, when shit get to lit, they get to grabbing their guns and they going to bang out for their country. That's militias. See? Black people, our militias are the gangs. That's all we got for any type of defense. So don't get it fucked up. That's what people keep going wrong at. See, the point is the gangsters and the civilians have to come together and come up with an agreement and understanding on what's right for us as a whole, instead of the gangsters bashing the civilians and the civilians bashing the gangsters. Because when the shit pop off, the civilians, y'all don't have no protection. All right? Y'all already said defund the police. Half y'all niggas anti-government, so ain't nobody coming to help y'all. So when shit lit in the hood, the only people that's going to be on the front line is the gangs / militias. All right? You got to know what's going on. And I'm not promoting none of this shit, but people got to understand that it's certain higher ups going to always keep this shit going, and certain niggas always going to keep dying and keep folding, even when they get legit. That's why you'll see when niggas get to a point of legitimacy, they got to go. You see, King Von was good the whole time he was in the hood, but as soon as he got in that rap game, as soon as he started going to bogus ATL, what happened to him? How many niggas take L's in Atlanta? Because I told you Atlanta's fucking goofy. It's a home of agents. Half the people in Atlanta not from there, and it's a lot of agents running around capping, fronting, and it's a lot of Africans down there too. And my whole point, when you go to Atlanta, it's a bunch of fuckery. It's a bunch of fake ass shit going on. A lot of spectacles. That's it. It's only a few real motherfuckers in Atlanta that really handle. A lot of that shit is a lot of monkey shit. It's a lot of fucking people with costumes in Atlanta. It's a lot of bullshit. Trust me when I tell you. So that's how it's easy for any nigga in America to go to Atlanta right now and you can start doing your thing, because anybody can go to Atlanta. That shit is a free for all. They have no structure. Them niggas have no principles, no morals in ATL. Them niggas do whatever. All right? That's why you always hear about all that funny shit that go in the ATL, because that's how them niggas get down there. Not the whole Atlanta, but the core of Atlanta with all those out-of-towners bringing all that fuck shit down there. It's a fuck city. And that's just what it is. All right? And that's why DURK been hiding down there. He been hiding down there doing all this little fuck shit, keeping the Chicago shit heated. But now we see everybody's indicted, niggas is hot, and DURK gonna be real quiet. Then we also got to get into the fake shenanigans of, y'all remember when DURK and his girl so-called had that shootout, so-called was dumping all them bullets at niggas trying to break in their house? Y'all remember that staged event? Y'all remember that, do y'all? Y'all remember that? I never seen a so-called felon out on bond for a murder, still shooting guns at cribs. Like, all this shit be going on. Niggas just keep missing the shit because niggas like his music. But niggas give DURK a pass. And this man has pictures with the mayor of Chicago holding hands. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Lil Durk is in a fraternity. You dig? You think because niggas young, they talk gangster shit, they got colorful hair, that some of these niggas don't be in fraternities. Selling you out. That's why Lil Durk can't do nothing for the hood but give niggas change. But really what he was doing, he was giving out change so that the feds and police can identify all of the OTF gang members. That was his job. You feel me? All his job was to do was to make them niggas hot and bring them niggas out so we can shut down O-Block. That was Lil Durk's job. And as we see, Lil Durk's job been working real well. And we also see that the people in Chi-Town can't get their shit together. And we also see Lil Durk is not doing nothing. Because he, in my opinion, he's behind a lot of this shit. Indirectly or directly. Either way, he got his hands in this shit. He is not clean. And I'm going to say it again. King Von was not fucking with Lil Durk when he died. Don't believe me? Go look it up. Go look up King Von's last tweets, his last post. Just go dig into the archives, do your homework, and you will see that basically King Von got lined up. All right, he got lined up and he got taken out. That's why Lil Timmy still walking around, because it was a job well done. It was big money put on the table. Y'all know y'all also know police was on that block. Y'all know the whole story, but you see nobody in jail, and you're gonna see the whole team go down. So basically, what you're seeing is King Von team go down. And my point is this: that whole beef with them and Lil Durk. Pardon me, that whole beef with DURK, Von, and FBG Duck, that could have been squashed because all of them was making good music and they was all getting money. These are just the facts. They was all getting money. They all had talent. But we know that the higher ups did not want them to have no peace. And we see that there's somebody high up that does not want Chicago to have no peace. That's why we're going to keep seeing the fuck shit go on and go on and go on. Because a lot of this shit is orchestrated. You got to know what's going on. I told y'all niggas it's an attack. I told y'all it's going to be a lot of things coming at people that you ain't even going to be able to fathom what the fuck is going on. But niggas like Lil Durk, in my opinion, he's the 6ix9ine of Chicago. He just a master at hiding his hand, and he's a slick ass motherfucker. That's all Lil Durk is, a slick nigga. And him and his girl, so-called, was dumping guns at somebody trying to break in their house. And to me, that was a publicity stunt to try to make him look gangster. But we know how the fuck, nigga, you out on bond for a murder and you out here shooting at somebody in the house. See, a lot of shit just don't make no sense. So, with that being said, I'm making sure I ain't missing no more points on this nigga Lil Durk. Because he's a slick ass nigga. I'm telling you, that boy is a slick, wicked motherfucker, and he know how to hide his hand. And when you also look in a Lil Durk, you will see how many motherfuckers died around this boy. It's a lot of people died around this boy. I'm not lying to you. That's how I know he worked with the mayor. I'm gonna leave that shit at that. The next thing I'm gonna speak on real quick is that Hitman Holla situation. And we know the reports of his woman being found shot in the head, and may she rest in peace. So I'm not going to speak on this too much, but all I'm going to say, in my opinion, I'm not saying he got nothing to do with it, but to me, it looked like a hit. And it's mighty funny, his name Hitman Holla, and his girl looked like she was hit. I'm from the street, so I know what a hit is. People don't just randomly go around doming people like that. When you get domed, if you did some foul ass shit, or somebody put a bag on you. But when you get found done dirty, or one shot kill, things of that nature, up close and personal, that's a hit. So it's mighty funny. His name Hitman Holla, and this girl got hit. She didn't just get shot at, shot up, shot, grazed by mistake. She got hit, whacked, up out of there. And may she rest in peace. But I'm going to tell you, it might be some suspect shit with that going on, because we know niggas will do anything for money. Niggas will do a sacrifice. Niggas will put out a life insurance plan. Niggas will do whatever to get that money, because we know the entertainment is not paying right now. So I'm not going to put that on that man. But it looked to me like she got hit, whacked. And it's sad to see a black woman get whacked like that. You feel me? Because now it's more women actually dying than niggas right now. It's a lot of women being killed, murked, dumped in ditches, raped, robbed, and beat. Right now as we speak, and domestic violence is through the roof. These are facts. You see, you got to understand that black men already been finished. Black men already been on the back of the burner, but the last attacks been on black women these past 2 years. This year been the most attacks, because they've been attacking the women and the kids. And I've been speaking on this shit since the beginning of the year, because I've seen it clear as day. This whole 2021 been attacked on women and kids. Y'all don't believe me? Check it out, do your math, because they already know they've been smashing on a black man since day one. They've been destroying us and putting their foot on our neck. And they know that in the last day, a lot of niggas was making it through with their women, and they women with security blankets. So now they're attacking the woman. So that way niggas don't have nowhere to run to. And they want your kids. That's what I'm telling y'all that right now. They want a lot of y'all to fuck up so they can take your kids, and then your kids are gonna be in a home of 2 rainbow parents. See, they're gonna have 2 rainbow parents raising your kids if they go in that system now. That's the difference. And I'm telling you, all this shit being orchestrated. That's why I told you it's not about rap. And you got to understand something. October is always the month for indictments. Always. Always. Late September, early October. October, always indictment season. So that's why when you see it play out in the rap game, just know in your hood, niggas getting indicted at the same time. That's all you got to know. This shit is a program. It's called getting niggas off the street before the new year. It's called getting niggas out the way before election. Statistics. So y'all got to understand, the crime is a business now, see? They let crime go on and on and on, and then they smash it. And when they smash it, they get paid. That's my whole point. When a nigga get his brains on the sidewalk and that cop got to work overtime cleaning that street or on that case, every time a nigga get killed, that gives the police overtime. They give them more money. Every time they got to keep cracking down murder cases, that's more money, more overtime. This process has been going on for damn near 50 years, and it's paying cops tuition, all that, because we know the police do not get paid. They don't get paid a lot of money, but the only time they make a lot of their money is through overtime. So the more niggas keep crime going, the more police are going to stay getting paid. That's why police will always help and assist with keeping crime going if they have to, allegedly. I'm talking about dirty cops. Dirty cops will always keep crime going. That's what you got to understand. You've seen it in the movies. You've seen it in many different scenarios of dirty cops promoting crime, keeping shit going. And that's what I'm talking about with these dirty cops and these dirty agents and these CIs. They all playing roles. And so back to this Hitman Holla thing, in my opinion, it was a hit. And that's all I'm going to say on that. The next thing I'm going to get into, y'all need to check this out, man. Eddie Griffin. Y'all know the comedian Eddie Griffin. He got a YouTube channel called Funny Money, and he breaking a lot of knowledge down. I'm going to be real. He not playing. The nigga Eddie Griffin is dropping jewels, and this is my point I want to tell y'all. When y'all heard me speaking the other day, when I told you it's a certain people in the world, don't know who they are, don't know where they come from, don't know their true identity, and they're the most condemned on the planet. These are the same people speaking of in the Bible, but they don't know who they are. Now, I'm saying that to say this. When you get a chance, you go to Eddie Griffin channel, Funny Money, Eddie Griffin, Funny Money, and look at the shirt he got on. And when you see the shirt he got on, then you know what I'm talking about. Because a lot of shit is out the bag. But Eddie Griffin was going in, breaking down Facebook. You understand? He was going into the iPhone 13, things of that nature, letting niggas know how the iPhone got facial recognition on it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We already there. The iPhone 13 already got facial recognition. He getting into how Mark Zuckerberg is selling niggas out on Facebook, selling the whole country out, doing business with different entities. You dig? Part of that shutdown. And all I'm gonna say is, definitely, if you about that knowledge, go to Eddie Griffin Funny Money page, his YouTube page, and he dropping straight jewels, modern day jewels, not no old school shit. He breaking down everything right now, what's going on with the millennium and this technology shit and what's really going on. We ain't talking about no back to Africa shit. We ain't talking about the Egyptians. Niggas ain't talking about all this other bullshit. That shit is played out, nigga. Get with this new tech, get with this new knowledge, because that's what's gonna save you. That's all I'm gonna say. Go check out Eddie Griffin Funny Money, and he dropping jewels, and he gonna let you know what time it is right now. And the shit I be saying, he's saying the same shit, but he going into some other shit. You feel me? And I want you to look at this shirt he got on. He got on a blue hat and a white shirt. He did a video, I think it was 6 days ago. Look at the shirt he got on while he talking that truth, and you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm gonna leave that at that. Next, we're going to get into 50 Cent trolls Lil Kim. And y'all know the other day, I just did the video once again, and I was telling you how Lil Kim is disloyal and she's a joke. Her and Lil C's, they two knockoff motherfuckers, and they wouldn't have no career if Biggie Smalls did not write her verses. She would not have shit going right now. And see, 50 Cent knows this, and he knows that Lil Kim is playing herself on tour with a bunch of down south people. And there's nothing wrong with that, but Lil Kim has never been on tour with Gucci Mane, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, all these Lil Boosie. She never been with that crowd, but we see that Lil Kim is desperate for a bag. And 50 Cent noticed. That's why he clowned her yesterday, calling her a fucking leprechaun. And y'all seen that shit. For those who seen it, you seen him post a picture of the leprechaun looking just like Lil Kim doing that dance because she played herself. And I'm just showing y'all how y'all heard me speak on her a couple weeks ago, and now you see 50 dissing her because Little Kim played herself, nigga. She's a joke. And we also know that she need money because her career ain't popping no more. That's why she still got to sing rap songs from 1995 and 98 and shit in 2001. She's pitiful and she's a fucking joke, and she turned herself into a fucking plastic, a fake ass plastic doll or some shit. But 50 was trolling the shit out of her. And you know they got a song together and everything, but you know 50 don't give a fuck because she was looking like a leprechaun on stage. And the shit was funny because I was just talking about how Lil Kim is disloyal, and she another one. When Biggie died, Lil Kim was not cool with Biggie when he died. Don't get it fucked up. Big was fucking with Charlie Baltimore and his wife Faith. That's just a fact. He was not feeling Lil Kim, and Lil Kim wasn't feeling him because she was jealous. But shout out to 50 for clowning Lil Kim looking like a leprechaun on stage. Then we're going to go to the next topic, which is another topic I touched on with Lil Boosie. I told you this nigga Lil Boosie is a clown, and he get paid to make black people look ignorant. That's his job. The nigga is not even worth $1 million no more. Lil Boosie only get paid to go on platforms and say stupid shit out his mouth. Or they use him to act like he represents the voice of the black man. But you always gonna see Lil Boosie caught up in a whole bunch of shenanigans. And like I said, I used to fuck with Lil Boosie hard once upon a time. That was before he went to jail. Ever since he came out of jail, that is not the same Lil Boosie. I don't fuck with that nigga. That's a nigga that'll sell you out, nigga, for anything. And that's what he do when he get on these platforms. And my whole point is, when Lil Boosie got on that tour in Atlanta, the nigga was fighting security guards, doing a whole bunch of hot ass shit. That's why they kicked him off the tour, because we know people like Rick Ross and them 2 Chainz, Jeezy, basically them niggas claim, or they feel like they are the elite hip hop niggas of the South. And let's be real, they do got a lot of hit records, and they did put out a lot of work. And like I told y'all before, Little Boosie does not have a lot of hit records. The nigga #1 hit in the country is Wipe Me Down. That's it. Little Boosie have 1,000 club bangers. He have 1,000 underground street bangers. Don't get it fucked up. He run the clubs. He got a lot of underground street bangers, but hit records on the radio, pop charts around the world. Little Boosie only got Wipe Me Down. That's it. He been living off that fame a long time. So my point is, when you compare him to the elite niggas that got a lot of hits, a lot of plaques, Lil Boosie don't have that. He's like a little nigga to them. When he around Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, Gucci Mane, he's a little nigga because he don't got no hits. That's why Lil Boosie got to make his money on Instagram, doing stupid shit, stupid interviews, you know, goofy shit. That's why he got kicked off Facebook and booted off Instagram more than once. But my point is, he's a dumb nigga that don't understand business. That's why he was on a tour doing that fuck ass shit and they kicked his ass off, and therefore that nigga got locked up for them charges. Dumb shit. Got all that nigga do is promote. See, basically when you looking at Boosie, they promoting him as the nigga that just got a lot of kids and ain't really got no education. You know what I'm saying? That's what Lil Boosie represent. A nigga that just want a gold chain, a car, and fuck bitches. You feel me? Even though that man is a family man. But his image is to portray a savage nigga that smoke a lot of weed, fuck bitches, and rock a lot of chains. That's it. So that's why dumbass Lil Boosie is facing charges, and he got a couple of charges too. He don't just got a little bit. They trying to smack him up with a few things. He got some assaults, destruction of property, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They trying to really stick it to Lil Boosie right now. And my whole point is this, man. A lot of people already sold us out. The only point now is they just trying to get money to pay their bills and keep their kids in a little private school. They trying to pay for their lawn care and they trying to keep their personal trainers paid. That's it. Other than that, ain't nothing going on in the industry. I keep telling y'all that. Go check trending topics. Go look for yourself. It's nothing going on. These niggas are done. They are fucking finished. All they doing is telling on people right now. That's why it was so easy to indict people, because there's nothing going on. Everybody's in the hood, which is making it easy to serve all these indictments across America. Everybody's in the house. Everybody's in the hood on lockdown. That's why I kept trying to tell y'all all this shit is leading up to something. And this lockdown is making it real easy to swoop niggas up and put them back on those slave ships. Because I told you, the jail system, penitentiary, federal system, when you put it all together, you got a bunch of slave ships. That's all you got. Niggas back in bondage. Like I told you about all the people that been out here scamming, that done fucked up their name and fucked up their credentials. They put themselves back in bondage. I told you niggas the other day, it all goes back to the 13th Amendment. When you break a crime, you back in bondage. In 2021, going on 2022, is not the time to be back in bondage, because basically, my nigga, you a slave. And you're not going to be able to buy, trade, sell, or do nothing because you a slave. That's why you seeing niggas getting rounded up. The same way niggas got rounded up and yeah. And another thing I'm going to say, because a lot of niggas like to say that slave shit wasn't real and niggas wasn't put on ships. But y'all niggas keep missing the point is it was a lot of different things going on. It was natives already here, but it was niggas put on ships too. It was niggas put on ships. It also was natives that was already here in America. They put their ass on ships and sent their ass to the east. I told you before, they was shipping niggas from here to Africa and motherfuckers from Africa to here. You had indentured servants coming here from Africa at free will. And when they paperwork was up, they was putting some of them in slavery. It was a lot of different things going on. But it was a group of individuals put on ships. And we know this. Because we got to understand it was different waves of Europeans coming here conquering shit. You see, you got to know your history. We know it was a time when the Spanish came. It was a time when the French came. It was a time when the British came. But when each one of these people came, it was a different time and season. Natives was already here. But there was also times when these different nationalities came, they brought people with them. They also kidnapped natives from here and took them back to France and taught them how to speak different languages so when they come back, they can infiltrate. You see, they also kidnapped Indians, took them back to Britain so they can bring them back here and catch niggas. See, they did a lot of funny shit back then. They was taking free people, taking them over there, bringing them back. It was a lot of shit going on. That's why I keep trying to tell you dumb niggas, it was not no one way or one thing. It was multiple things going on at that time, but you got to dig into your history. This the jewel I'm going to give all you niggas, especially you conscious niggas, especially you niggas about knowledge. I'm going to give you this tip, and it's going to wake you up a lot. Because we've been tricked. See, you've been taught to study over there so much. Study America. Study every state. Study America, and you will learn all the answers and secrets are right here, dummy. That's the whole thing they're trying to keep quiet from you. They lied about everything, nigga. You're going to learn. They even lied about the fucking map, nigga. They even lied about the compass. What you think is north, you thought it was south, east, west, nigga. They ain't lied about that shit, too. See, it's a lot of codes you got to crack before you start running your mouth on these platforms, and y'all niggas think y'all got all the answers, but you don't understand this shit is very deep dynamics of what was going on. It was natives here, but it also was natives banging on each other. You feel me? That's why every native ain't your native. That was going on back then. You had the French coming, giving natives gun to kill other natives. You had the British coming, giving natives gun to kill other natives. You had more selling niggas out. There was a lot of shit going on. You had niggas over here getting put back on ships. You had Hebrews getting kidnapped in Africa, sent over here. Hebrews was getting kidnapped all over the world, sent over here. With a lot of shit going on. It wasn't just one way. You niggas got to study your history, all right? And that's my point on that. And my point is this. We under attack. Niggas is back in slavery. That's the agenda. That's the point. And that's what the fuck is going on. Free yourself, nigga. Get your shit right. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep saying every time I pull up to let people know that, yeah, it's a lot of fuck shit going on. We're going to laugh and joke. But at the end of the day, don't be the end of somebody else's jokes. You understand? Don't be the one taking that L because, nigga, that L going to come if you ain't ready to win. And that's what I'm going to say on that. And another thing, like I said, I'm going to get back into is the gangs or the militias. Right now in the urban community, let's keep it real. There's some shit popped off in your neighborhood right now. What you going to do? What you going to do? I don't care how many guns you. Let me tell you niggas this too. For all you niggas that got a whole bunch of guns, nigga, you only can shoot one gun at one time accurately. You might can shoot two, but you only can shoot one gun accurately. So it don't matter how many guns you got. My point is, if shit popped off in your hood right now, what are you going to do? Could you secure your family? Do you have enough food? Do you have safety? Do you have an escape route? Do you have transportation? Do you have niggas that'll ride with you? Do you have people that'll protect your family? These are questions you got to ask yourself. And this is what I'm trying to tell you niggas. See, a lot of y'all that don't have no street ties, y'all don't have no protection. And it's that simple. You don't have nobody on speed dial to call up to your protection that's going to hold you down. That's why I'm trying to explain to you that the gangs are the militias. They are the only line of defense that black people really have in the hood. The only problem is it's a disconnect. And everybody's out for themselves, even the gangsters, even the civilians, so let's not play. We also know it is civilians that do more savage shit than gang members, and we got to stop putting everything on the gangs. Because see, one thing I got to understand about gangs have certain structure, certain principles, whether y'all see it or not, where gang members ain't supposed to be doing certain shit. Like gangs, like certain niggas we know, niggas don't deal with that rape shit, and niggas don't deal with robbing and beating up neutrals. We know this. But some niggas indulge in that shit. Like when you seen that video of that nigga chasing that bitch in the house trying to rape her, pardon my expression, that wasn't no gang member. That wasn't no blood. That wasn't no crip. When you seen that man in the street dragging that lady, taking her pocketbook, that wasn't no blood. That wasn't no crip. That wasn't no GD. That wasn't no Latin King. That wasn't none of that. Because any one of them gangsters on that block, they would have banged on that man trying to rob that lady. If it was some real gangbangers on that block, that lady wouldn't have got chased in her crib. That's what y'all don't understand. See, the problem is it's a disconnect, and that's another game they playing on us, is turning the gangsters against the civilians. It's called separation. It's called divide and conquer. You see? They got niggas bashing the gangsters too much. Or I'm going to say, when you bash the gangsters, you got to have a purpose and a cause on why you bashing the gangsters. You got to have a point. Because the point is, at the end of the day, we still all got to come together and come to some type of understanding. Because we all need each other. And this is my whole point. The gangsters need the civilians to show them the way of doing better and help them be legit and be clean and be focused. And it's a job for the gangsters to protect the civilians. But my point is this, the hood is so separated, but y'all got to understand, when niggas do a roll call, all the gangs going to fall in line. That's just what it is. All the gangs going to fall in lines, and you civilians, y'all got to deal for yourself because the police ain't going to help you. So when people running up and looting in your crib and violating you and your family and all type of shit, and you ain't got no affiliation, you ain't got no ties, you ain't got no militia to call on your phone, nigga, you stuck and you out by yourself. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The attack is on everybody. It ain't just the gangs, nigga. They want the neutrals. But I want to clarify that it's a lot of neutral niggas doing a whole bunch of crime. I could have sworn a whole bunch of niggas go to jail every day that's neutral too. I could have sworn a whole bunch of robbers and killing go on and they be neutral niggas. Rapings, all type of shit. But we got this habit of putting everything on gangs, and that's some fugazi shit. That's like some smoke and mirror shit. Because the gangs ain't out here raping shit. You feel me? The gangs ain't out here snatching up teenagers. Who's doing that? But see, a lot of that's going on because the gangsters ain't on the block. You see, if the gangsters is on your block, ain't no kid getting snatched off no block when the Crips posted up. You understand? When the GDs posted up, ain't no kids getting snatched. When the homies in patrol, when the Bloods patrolling the hood and the P's, and it ain't nothing happening to no kid. You stupid? We don't rock like that. But niggas been coming with misconceptions when the whole time it's a lot of weirdos doing crime. Weirdos are doing crimes, random crimes with no principles and morals. See, no matter what y'all think, every gang got its own principles and morals. The problem is niggas don't stick to it or don't do what they supposed to do. That's the whole point. Every gang was started to protect the community and protect its own people. But what happened is the higher ups, they started playing a game called money and materialism, and the gang started selling their soul, or certain individuals in the gang started selling their soul, and the government started putting infiltrators and agents in all the gangs. That's why a lot of gangs had agents in them in the beginning. I'm trying to tell you something. It's a role play to this shit. It's a role play. You will see within every gang, eventually, they always turn them niggas against each other. Every faction, it always comes to the point where they become strong, and then they break up, and then they get divided and conquered. It happened with the Crips. Y'all know about the East Side, West Side Crips. Niggas had to split off eventually. But when they split off, they became weaker. We know the story. We know Raymond Washington, they had to take him out because we know he was the real nigga. You understand? He was the real one. Tookie did his thing, but we know Raymond Washington was that real nigga. And to me, in my opinion, I always felt like Tookie Williams, he might have been an agent ass nigga all on TV. He was doing a lot of extra shit too. He did a lot of suspect shit too. That nigga Tookie Williams, I'm gonna say it. When it was all said and done, he was a sherm head and killed a fucking store owner on some weirdo shit. But I felt like Tookie was an op too. And I felt like Raymond Washington was that real nigga, and they had to break the Crips up and come with all them politics and all that bullshit. You're going to see with every gang to do the same shit. We know about the New York Blood story. We know about that story on how when niggas got at their power, was really putting it down, how it was a separation that happened within the New York Bloods. It was a discrepancy. And that discrepancy made the New York Bloods weak, and they've been kind of weak ever since. Not as a whole, but we know since then other hoods have put on. I'm talking about the unity is weak. Not the individual gangs, the unity is weak. There's no unification because it got into egos and niggas want to be the top shotter, the top dog. Niggas want their name buzzing throughout the town. Niggas want their name in the lit. Niggas want their name in the books. Niggas want their name to be heard through all the world. And for that name, niggas was sacrificing their own brothers. For a couple dollars. Like I said, a couple dollars, nigga. Because that money ain't gonna change your life that you selling your brothers out for. That's why you'll see within every gang was discrepancy. The same thing within the BDGD. When you go back into that history, nigga, that's going back. You going back late 60s, early 70s. When you go back to how they split up when they was at their power. You feel me? Every time a gang or the brothers get organized and they get real powerful and they really get their shit together, they're gonna break that up. Just like I'm gonna drop this other jewel niggas don't know. Niggas don't know King David was giving out lunch and feeding his people before the Panthers did it. Niggas don't know the Panthers jacked that shit from the disciples. See? But you don't know that. Because you've been lied to. The purpose of the gangs was to look out for the hood, make sure the hood got their food, they safe, ain't no grandmas getting violated, everybody good. Know what I'm saying? That's what it was for. But it was infiltrators and agents that came around. They started changing up paperwork, changing up niggas shit, lying on the dead, remixing shit for their own endeavors, and they confuse the youth coming up, and that's why niggas led astray, don't know their history, don't know their purpose, and that's what you gotta do, like I always did to this day. All you gotta do when you G-check a nigga is ask him why he bang. Any nigga that claim he gangster, claim he this and that, ask the nigga why he bang. And you will see a lot of these clown-ass niggas don't even know why they bang. Oh, because my brother was this. Oh, my homeboys was this. My niggas was this. Clown niggas. It's a lot of that going on. It's been going on for about 20 years now. That's why you see the discrepancy in this street shit. But you got to always understand the real smart gangsters are always going to be on the scene, on the town, and they're not going to really talk too much. They're going to watch it unfold because we know that real G's don't die. When you see niggas dying in the street and going to jail on goofy shit, those are just spectators, man. Those are niggas that want to be a part of it, but they not. Those are the top layer niggas. I keep telling you niggas, there's layers to this shit. You always gonna see the top layer. But the top layer eventually what? Gets ripped off. That's it. But the core always gonna remain. So when you start talking and niggas start talking too much, you gotta understand real G's are still around. You got G's in their 60s, nigga, 70, 50. I ain't talking about the goofy ones on camera. I'm talking about the wise ones that's dropping jewels and they know the order, how things supposed to go. They still around. So we gotta understand something, that the gangs are the militias for black people, whether we like it or not. If shit get to popping, who's gonna hold you down? Who's gonna protect you? Because it's not gonna be the police, nigga. Because y'all already said defund the police, so they ain't doing nothing. Believe that. But you gotta ask yourself this question: when shit get to popping, who gonna come together? And we already know all the gangs are gonna come together because all the gangs really know what time it is. Yeah, you see gang niggas fighting and banging, but don't get it fucked up. If some shit pop off, don't think the Crips and the folks and the Bloods and the GD and the LKs ain't coming together. Niggas gonna come together. You better know that. When niggas back against the wall, niggas already know the code. But a lot of civilians and neutrals that don't really know about what's going on, they want to put everything on the gangs. We know that's bullshit because we know gangs do not stand for half the shit that's going on. We know this. But they wanted to turn the people against the gangs because the people, therefore, will have no protection. That's why right now, a lot of y'all don't have no protection and you see all this wild shit going on. Anything goes, nigga. But this was by design. That's my point. They turned the old against the young and the young against the old. They did all this shit on purpose. That's what you got to understand. To this whack-ass music, it was all done on purpose. They didn't want these young niggas on the frequency of real hip-hop music. They wanted them to disrespect and degrade and degenerate the music on purpose to piss off the elders, so the elders be mad at the young niggas and then to be back and forth, back and forth. You feel me? That's it. They did this shit forever. Y'all remember back in the day when hip-hop first came out, the elders that liked the R&B, I was like, hey, they ain't like rap. They was dissing that shit. They ain't like young niggas wearing Adidas suits and chains. And they was like, man, that's some goofy shit. Remember? They did the same thing about the elder generation. So we did the same shit to these niggas talking about skinny jeans and all that. We doing the same shit. But it's all by design. That's my point. This is by design. That's why we can't get our shit together. And that's why it's a separation. That's a fact. But I want to show y'all how you got people that know, you got people that don't know, and then you got people that know and act like they don't know. Then you got people that don't know shit and act like they know everything. These are where the discrepancies are coming in. So my point is, everything got to get put on the table and on one line. We got to understand that civilians are to be respected and protected. And the gangsters, they got to walk the right light and hold down what they're supposed to hold down and do what they're supposed to do and provide protection to the people. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be one hand wash the other. But it's not right for people for niggas to be bashing each other. Like, just because you gang bang or used to gang bang, it's not right for you to look down on a man because he never gang bang, shot nobody. He went to school, did the right thing. That's not your place to be trying to bash somebody flying straight. And that's part of the mind control too. Like, y'all know from school where if you smart, niggas want to joke on a smart person, call them a nerd. When you in school, it's not cool to be smart. You see? We was raised to be dumb. We was raised to think being a class clown was cool. We was taught that when you cut school, that's cool. To cut school and do the same exact shit you could have did when you got out of school anyway. But niggas wanted to cut school like dummies and thought that was popping. My point is, we got to understand that we got to let the educated be educated. We got to let our people grow. And we got to separate the civilians from the gangsters. That's all I'm saying. But the gangsters always going to be here because the gangsters are the militias. That's my point. The gangsters are the militias for the black community, like America got their own militias. You think I'm playing, nigga? Do your research, get to Googling, and you will see how many militias that is in this country that are white-owned. Some of them are Nazis. Some of them are gangs. They gangs within their own right because they organizations. So I'm going to be real. You got many white organizations that are militias, and their whole job is when shit hit the fan, they get them guns and get the popping off. Yep. That's why you'll see when shit like Hurricane Katrina happened, when you see the recent floods, all the militias go down there to restore the order. So if niggas down there start acting up, the militias already in place. So y'all don't even know. You got militias that work with the police. The police got militias they can call to shut your hood down. Easy. So that's why my whole point is the gangs are the militias. But what we got to understand is the gangs are misguided and they discombobulated. And they've been infiltrated. But we know at the core, people that know the core what's going on, they know what they're supposed to be doing right now. And really, we got to understand right now it's all about unity. That's the whole point. It's about unification. Even if you don't like that man, you got to let that man live. That's the point we at right now. You got to agree to disagree. That's the whole point. That's part of growth and development, and that's also part of wisdom and getting your mind right. That's also part of maturity, is live and let live. You feel me? Before, we used to joke on niggas, say, nigga, you ain't kill nothing and you ain't gonna let shit die. That's how we used to clown niggas. But see, now, you gotta let people live. Let people live their life. You just focus on your shit. And then the world will be a better place. Respect one another, and then niggas will have some real unity, and then it's okay to agree to disagree, nigga. I'm this way, nigga, I like Pepsi, you like Coca-Cola, nigga. It's okay. We still can sit at the table. It's simple. Niggas ain't got to keep spending time on dumb shit. That's what we got to understand. Everybody got their own vision and their own mind state, and we can't be trying to force how we see things on somebody else. You got to let niggas be. And when you see that, you'll see things are coming together a little more perfect. But we got to understand, it's nobody coming to the table with authority that can figure this shit out. Because guess what? They don't want to figure this shit out. Because this shit has to stay chaotic. Understand that we living in a time of chaos and confusion. That's why they say out of chaos comes order. A lot of this shit you see been orchestrated chaos on purpose, because when it's over with, it's going to be a new world order. And your life going to be different, and your whole shit going to be restructured. That's what I keep telling you. The shit you used to do, you're not going to be able to do no more. So get that shit through your fucking head for those who don't understand what I'm saying. Salute to the chat. Red Cloud Vision, always on the pull up. Y'all know I had to be focused on this one. You heard? I had to go in. Know what I'm saying? Man, dude. We in here. Always the real gonna pull up. Like I said, we on the frequency. Y'all know what time it is, man. Salute to everybody that be leaving me them comments. Y'all let me know what time it is. Like I said, man, the comments always tell the truth. Some good brother, good sisters, good peoples, man, be in the comment and they be leaving them jewels, letting it be known, man. You feel me? Shout out to West Baltimore in the building. Ching, ching, you heard? I see y'all on the pull up. That's right. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Everybody that's in the building. I told you over here, we fam. No, it don't matter your gang, it don't matter your background, it don't matter your race. You pull up, nigga, it's all good. I don't do no blocking, none of that. Y'all see somebody talking crazy. Like I said, I'm gonna be real, it's already set. I'm gonna explain that again about the chat, the communities, all that shit. When you talk stupid shit, you're just gonna block yourself. It's already programmed. You say certain words, you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the world is now. That's what I'm telling you. You can't even say what you want to say no more. All right? So I ain't worried about no trolls, none of that. But right now, I want to salute my peoples because y'all pull up and y'all support. Road Warrior 1000. Let's get it. But the gangs are the malicious, and all I'm telling you, people got to just start respecting people and know their lane. You feel me? Know your lane and know your worth. And you got to understand, niggas bashing niggas ain't really getting niggas nowhere because there's so many agents amongst you right now. And you got to understand these agents are the masters of deception. These niggas are actors that can get a whole lot of Oscars and awards because they are so fucking slick. But see, a lot of people don't peep it because they always get caught up in the theatrics of shit. And that's why I'm going to bring it back for those that just pulled in. And I'm going to say, is Lil Durk, is he the 6ix9ine of Chicago? Because Lil Durk has been putting on a lot of suspect behavior. You understand? The nigga had beef with King Von when he died. King Von was not feeling him. You feel me? He in bogus situations, acting like him and his girl shooting at niggas, all type of shit. He don't never go to jail. You understand? So we know niggas been indicted. We know he bought niggas OTF, O-block chains, whatever. All I'm saying is he do a lot of fuck shit. He been keeping the music going, the death music going. Now he want to hide his hand. You understand? You got to understand when King Von got killed, he was on live at the same time. A lot of little funny shit Lil Durk been doing. He been getting away with that shit because we know Lil Durk is in with the city of Chicago. And like I said, I'm going to put up the picture of him with the mayor and the nigga standing with the mayor real proud. And I'm pretty sure he got that mayor number on speed dial. They got his number on speed dial and the feds and the government and the police. You understand? That's why Lil Durk don't go to jail. Everybody around that nigga die and go to jail. That's it. He not going to go to jail. All right. Also, we also know he was out on bond on a murder charge with him and King Von and some others. And Lil Durk was seen firing a handgun on camera, incriminate himself, and he is still not in jail. And then there was another brother down with that crime they did. He dead too. Pardon me for not having his name. But I already did this special on Lil Durk's suspect behavior. I been did this video months ago, and I explained the whole thing, and I got the shit in there with Vaughn on the video in court looking at niggas funny. I already posted that video months ago, so I'm just going to reiterate the shit that King Von was not feeling Lil Durk when he died. He was already dissing him on Twitter, dissing him on the gram, dissing him in rap songs. He already knew Lil Durk was doing suspect shit, trying to set him up for that murder. Allegedly. Because they know he King David family bloodline, and he was the King Von and the king of Chicago. And certain people didn't want that to happen because he had street influence. He had a lot of talent, just like FBG Duck. Street influence, whole lot of talent. That's why both of them niggas had to go, and both of them niggas would have probably changed niggas in Chicago life for real and actually showed niggas love, but they had to go. Because the higher ups don't want no unity in Chicago. They don't. And I feel like niggas like Durk he got his hands in that pot. And I feel like Lil Durk is a puppet. That's why he hide out in ATL. And ATL is also a federal ass city. It's very federal. A lot of federal ass niggas be in ATL know that. Faking like drug dealers. A lot of niggas up with drug work, RICO charges, all that shit. ATL, put it like this, ATL, nigga, is the home of costumes. That's where niggas walk around playing every role you want to see. Niggas act like drug dealers. You gonna see niggas acting like gangbangers. You gonna see it all. But the whole time, the whole Atlanta damn near scamming ass niggas. They some scamming motherfuckers, all right? The masters of trickery. That's what ATL is. You go down there, you gonna fuck around and be fucked up. You believe that shit you see on TV, when you go down there, nigga, you gonna be fucked up and homeless. Because they're not gonna tell you how ATL got the most homeless motherfuckers on the planet. Atlanta has the most young homeless motherfuckers sleeping in cars, on motherfucking bread lines, soup lines, sleeping outside on a bench. They don't tell you about that real Atlanta, see? That's for all the niggas that go down there and want to be successful and they wind up being failures and they be homeless. When you go to Atlanta, nigga, they got security guards around some hotels, nigga. You gotta check in with security. That's how dirty that shit is down there. But y'all niggas get it fucked up. You think Atlanta lit? No, nigga. That's what a lot of cowards, snitches, suspect ass niggas, a lot of funny style motherfuckers hide in Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. It's real motherfuckers in Atlanta too. Don't get it fucked up, but it's a small percentage. When you real in Atlanta, you gotta lay low. You gotta lay low and stay out the way. That's it. If you in Atlanta, you the type be mixing and mingle with everybody, 9 times out of 10, you suspect. You know what I'm saying? The real motherfuckers in Atlanta, they lay low, stay to themselves, handle their business. They ain't with all that fuck shit. That's a fact. But niggas know in ATL, nigga, it's a lot of homeless young motherfuckers on the street. Men, women, kids, all that. I seen straight poverty out there. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's where niggas go wrong at. That's why DURK had to go down there and hide so he can be the man in ATL. Because niggas in Chicago, eventually, they going to want that boy head. Because he is the master of hiding his hand. And I think Lil Durk is 6ix9ine cool because y'all got to remember when they had that little fake beef going back and forth. See, out of all the people, they had that little fake beef going back and forth. And we got to remember when 6ix9ine pulled up on Old Block with them suspect Suburbans looking like federale ass niggas. But see, what they was really doing was making Old Block hot. You see, that's all they did. They was making Old Block hot. The real gangsters that was on the block getting to the bag, these rap niggas with their shenanigans kept coming in their hood making them niggas hot. Then you had niggas like DURK making rap songs, keep putting fuel to the fire. And DURK is the same one that knows all the information about the city. He know everything that's going on, so it's not hard for him to tip them people off, allegedly. But we already know that he's in with the city, all right? Anytime you a rapper, a gangster rapper that talk about killing and all this extra shit, and you shaking hands with the mayor, nigga, it ain't hard to tell. You are sanctioned to do what you do. They are sanctioning you and co-signing you to do what you do. That's how this shit work. Everything work in signs and symbols, but you niggas think everything is in words and paperwork. You don't understand this shit. You dealing with worlds beyond worlds. Nigga, you're living in a matrix. That means everything you thought couldn't happen is gonna fucking happen right in your face. But you're not gonna be able to see it because you blind. The same way a lot of y'all, when you pick up that book, you don't see shit. All you know is what the preacher told you, and you know that what everybody else told you about how everything is perverted and fucked up and it's a bunch of bullshit because you don't see, it don't talk to you. You see, things will pop out to you in the spirit when it's meant for you to see it. And a lot of you don't see the truth because it's not meant for you to see it. That means some of you are not going to be here in the end. That's just what it is. There's no way to sugarcoat the shit. When you heard about the 144,000, just know what time it is. Just know what time it is. We talking about elite individuals, meaning everybody ain't going to make it to the party and everybody ain't going to be VIP. Let me put it in them terms for you. Everybody ain't welcome and everybody ain't VIP status. Same thing in life. A lot of you niggas, you're not VIP. You're not going to be at the party because you've been playing around, doing too much fuck shit and doing too much foul shit, and therefore your vision is fucked up, your whole spirit is fucked up, your personality fucked up, ain't nothing gonna go right for you. That's why we in them days right now, payback. That's why everybody that's getting what they're supposed to get, they getting it. It's called payback. A lot of people you see getting violated, they've been living foul lives and they've been doing foul shit. Then you got, on the other hand, people selling out, doing foul shit. And they selling their peoples out for whatever. I'm telling you. All I'm going to tell some of you, make sure your name ain't on somebody's insurance plan. You feel me? Because you might be on somebody's insurance plan right now and somebody waiting on you to make the wrong move and kick the bucket so they can get paid. That's the greasy times we living in right now. I'm telling you, I'm going to show you how crime is different. I'm going to show you how niggas are really into other things now. You heard about the organ harvesting and all that. Well, I'm here to let you know that shit is real. You got people that rather make money off chopping you up right now than trying to sell some damn crack or some weed. Nigga rather sell your kidney or your liver right now for a bag instead of trying to rob a store. That's what I'm trying to tell you niggas. This the time we at. And for those who don't understand, for my deep brothers that know, niggas know how much melanin costs right now. You feel me? They say melanin is worth more than gold right now on the market. So when you figure that out, nigga, then you really know what's going on. And I'm gonna tell you niggas another jewel, and a lot of people ain't catch this, right? I'm gonna talk about the jewelry game. The jewelry game, the gold game. Y'all gotta understand, they use the rappers to determine the fashion of gold and jewelry. That's why you're always gonna see these, I'm gonna tell you the game, right? These jewelers that make this jewelry, they embed with the bankers and the people that control the markets. They make this jewelry, they give it to the rappers to wear. That's why you always gonna see it's always a new chain coming out. It went from this chain to that chain, this piece to that piece. Nigga, you don't see this shit go from yellow gold to motherfucking red gold. You seen it go to white gold, the black gold, back to gold because they play games like that. And any nigga that knows jewelry, you also know that when you went to take that certain gold to get appraised, it had the same value. My point is, black gold will never be as important as yellow gold. Red gold will never be as important as yellow gold. These are games they play, like with the diamonds. Once a diamond is broken up, it loses value. Once you see diamond chips and all that, it lost its value. They've been selling us chipped up, broke up diamonds for years. Then they came with a way to hide the chipped diamonds by adding red, yellow, black. That was all a trick to color the diamonds that was flawed. See, I know real jewelers. These are games that was played to finesse niggas. Not the last game they played, which is the white gold. And don't get it fucked up. When white gold came out the first time I had white gold, I still got 18 karat white gold diamond in my mouth right now. So understand what I'm saying about this white gold. When white gold, we know the fashion come from yellow, it go to white, it go back to yellow. But what a lot of niggas don't understand, right, is that they used to call cotton white gold. When our ancestors used to pick cotton, cotton was called white gold because you had white gold, you got paid. So now you're going to see why in these last days, all of a sudden, white gold came back in style. And all these rap niggas got white gold around their necks. Because they was trying to tell us that these niggas are slaves in the last day. That's why you seen that remember that elite party with all them niggas was there, Travis Scott, Lil Uzi, Meet Me, all them niggas was there around the rich people. They was dancing in a white suit. They were break dancing and acting like clowns. They was really acting like slaves in the field. They was dancing, doing all this extra shit, and the rich elite was just watching them niggas because they didn't know they was the new slaves. They had on their white gold chains and they had on their white suits and they was dancing. Y'all ain't understand what that was going on. That was a rich party, elite party, and them rap niggas was performing like clowns. People. My point is, these are facts. And you'll see how these rappers ushered in that white gold. But my point is, we know yellow gold always gonna have its natural value, but I'm just showing you a point how they use the rappers to dictate the fashion of the chain. That's why this time, when everybody started going white, I'm staying yellow. Because I know the game they playing, and they try to devalue shit. They try to devalue a lot of shit. That's why I'm telling you, they play games. They don't want you to have real yellow gold because it shows your kinship. It shows your kinship. See, when they was going around killing your people, coming in these caves and tearing shit up, nigga, they was taking that yellow gold. You feel me? So I'm just showing you a game they playing. They used to call cotton white gold. So that's why you're going to see all these slave niggas with white gold chains around their neck. And I'm not knocking niggas with the white gold. We know that's fashion. We know that's money. We know that's the shit. I'm not saying that. But my point is, these rappers are the gophers and they have no idea what the fuck they doing. But that's why you're going to see, like in a minute, they're going to change it from white gold to something else. That's just how the shit go. Because they always want to keep niggas spending their money and spending their money and spending their money. So they'll make it like Jewelry goes out of style. We know jewelry never goes out of style. That's why you see every chain eventually comes back. Cuban links, nigga, that shit go back to the 90s. But we see niggas rocking Cuban links to this day. And my point is, if a nigga would have kept his yellow gold Cuban link from back in the day, his shit would be more stronger and more powerful and more solid gold than the Cuban links you see today, because they're watered down now. They're not the same. But my point is this: jewelry is always going to come and go and come back around, but you'll see how they always try to get us off that yellow gold. Remember, one point niggas wearing black gold, black diamonds. Niggas had red gold with red diamonds. They always want us to be on some other shit when ain't no black gold on no damn stock market, all right? When gold in that stock market, it's yellow gold bars. Just know that. Yellow gold bars. So it's a game they playing with niggas, and they've been playing it. But remember what I told you, they used to call cotton white gold. And then you'll see why a lot of these niggas is slaves with white gold around their neck. And they work for the white man. And they still gotta bust that field. They gotta entertain, they gotta shucking, they gotta dance, they gotta do it all. Keep it going, nigga. Keep it going. Cause we are the new slaves, my nigga. And it been like that. So when Kanye said slavery was a choice, niggas didn't catch that. Everybody tore that nigga head off. But they don't understand that. We in a new millennium, new world, and the choices you make, nigga, is what put you in bondage. That's what all this shit is about. Choices. Some niggas rather make their choices the right way, and some rather take the shortcut. But it's all about choices. So the easy way out could be slavery for some niggas. That's just what it is. Slavery is a fucking choice. Can't nobody put no fucking chains on you. Can't nobody make you do shit. What y'all don't understand about back then, it was free niggas at back then. And what you got to understand, it was black men that had slaves. But you don't know that because you ain't study America, nigga. You've been studying Europe. You've been studying the Mayans. You've been studying fucking everything else, but you ain't study right here to know your own history. That's why you lost. But you don't know that it was black people that had rich money, that had indentured service and had slaves, because that was a form of business at that day and time. It wasn't no punch a clock, stick your card in. It wasn't none of that. It was, I'm gonna buy you, you gonna work for me, you gonna stay here. That's what it was. So you gotta understand, it was black niggas that owned slaves as well. It was Native Americans that owned slaves. It was a lot of shit going on back in them times. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They lied to you about a lot of shit. But the whole thing is, they didn't even change the name. Like, people don't know Illinois, that been a name. Mississippi, that been a name. Those are the names the natives named these places. They never changed them names, stupid. A lot of y'all don't even know that. Y'all don't know about the mounds along the river, Ohio River. A lot of y'all don't know it was pyramids right here, many pyramids. A lot of y'all don't know, when y'all looking at the mountains, you think they just mountains with green shit on trees over them. You don't even know those apartment buildings and niggas to live in them shits back in the day. Y'all don't know that. Because y'all stupid. I'm talking about the ones that think they so conscious and want you to study everything else instead of studying right here. That's why niggas is lost. That's why niggas don't know what the Matrix is all about. You living in the Matrix. They put it in the movie and they showed you niggas, but you still don't see it. That's why you don't know what's going on. But every time I come on, I'm going to drop a little something for niggas to take home. Amongst the fuck shit. Because niggas love the fuck shit and we love the bullshit. Because that's what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with being entertained. But I think I covered everything. But like I say, I'm going to run through this shit one more time for people that just pulled up. And if you ain't hear the whole thing, you take it to the beginning and you're going to hear what I'm saying. And Lil Durk been doing a lot of suspect-ass behavior, right? And to me, Lil Durk, he might be the 6ix9ine of Chicago. He might be the nigga trolling Chicago behind the scenes, pulling all the strings, told all the information, and now we see what we see, and we see this nigga still out, King Von dead, a lot of other niggas dead, this nigga still running around making rap songs, thinking it's a joke. Him and his girlfriend so-called shot at some people breaking in their house. Ain't nothing happened after that. And we know Lil Durk been shaking hands with the mayor. He in with the city of Chicago real deep. And like I said, I'm going to put the picture up when I finish this. And you're going to see for yourself him shaking that mayor hand with pride, nigga. And you got to understand how shit work behind the scenes. The government or the mayor is not going to associate themselves with nobody that's going to make them look bad or tarnish their career. So when you see the mayor with Lil Durk together, that lets you know she sanctions Lil Durk and what he's about. and she's not ashamed to shake hands with him because they do business together. You got to understand what's going on. And another thing I told y'all earlier, it's mighty funny how Hitman Holla wife got hit, or his girl looked like she was in a hit. Executioner whack style. Like she was in a mafia family and she had to go. That's how she got hit. And I'm gonna say rest in peace. And I'm not trying to agitate the situation, but it's funny how his name is Hitman Holla and his girl looked like she was hit. Whacked. Clean. So I'm showing you how niggas will sell out and a lot of suspect shit go around niggas like that, because he looks suspect too. I'm gonna be real. He like a suspect nigga. Any nigga, yeah, and then niggas act like that boy ain't come out and put Nick Cannon on blast. See, niggas want to act like Orlando Brown was crazy too, but he wasn't crazy when he told you about Nick Cannon was giving him brain, things of that nature. You see, when niggas speak truth, they always want to make them crazy, but you'll see that Nick be putting a lot of shenanigans too. You'll see Nick name be around a lot of funny shit too, and you also will see Hitman Holla associated with Nick, and you're gonna see funny shit happen around Hitman Holla because all these niggas are funny ass niggas. I'm telling you this shit. I'm gonna leave that alone. Hitman Holla, girl got hit. I'm gonna leave that alone. And like I told y'all, make sure y'all check out Eddie Griffin, Funny Money. He dropping jewels. He dropping modern day technology. He telling you about what's going on with Facebook, Instagram. And I want you to look at the shirt he got on. Look at his shirt. That's all I'm going to say. Then I also touched up on 50 Cent trolling Lil Kim on how Lil Kim looking like a fucking leprechaun. Supposed to be Diamond Junior Mafia. Supposed to be the one Big wrote for, made successful. But we see Lil Kim is a disloyal fool, you feel me? And she'll hang with anybody, and she look like a troll, and she look like a leprechaun. And Lil Kim need to sit down and pack it up, all right? She need to get real low like a troll under the bridge and don't do no more shows. That's what she need to do. And Lil C's, he the bitch-ass sidekick too. He look like a troll too, because they disrespected B.I.G.'s whole legacy, and both of them sold out on tour looking like two clowns from Brooklyn, all right? So shout out to 50 Cent for trolling Lil Kim for looking like a leprechaun, and that's a fact, you know what I'm saying? And then the last thing we touched on is goofy Lil Boosie, once again, locked up for doing dumb shit. And I told y'all, Lil Boosie is paid to make black men look ignorant as fuck. That's all he's paid to do. So we don't care about Lil Boosie getting locked up again and again and again. We don't care. He don't do shit for us, but say dumb shit. That's it. And I also touched up on how the gangs are the militias of our people. The only thing is, everything is dismantled and disenfranchised. But we got to understand that niggas got to stop bashing each other, and that's the point. Niggas got to start understanding each other, because when understanding is understood, then we can deal in equality and come together. Simple. And all those who don't want to come together and all those who want that smoke, them the ones we just got to take out, period. Those who ain't with the program, they the ones got to go. Those the same ones when we was trying to break off the plantation, them niggas ain't want us to go. You feel me? Those are the same niggas that want to give off tips and all that to the master and tell a whole plot and plan so we couldn't get up out of there. Them niggas got to go. Every time you see a nigga moving foul, you got to shut them niggas down because they don't want us to grow. They don't want us to be great. And that's all I'm saying. I'm extending olive branches, putting away the arrows, and it is what it is. Business is open, the doors is open, and that's how niggas got to do this shit. If anybody got a problem, they can get disposed of. That's it. Just stay out the way, and everything will be okay. So that's my last words on that. The gangs are the militias for the hood. You dig? And I'm going to tell you, also respect the civilians, man. Let people live their life. The people that got to go to work, that got to handle their business the right way, let them live their life, man. Get them encouragement for doing the right thing. Let people that's doing the right thing do what they got to do. That's it. It's nobody's job to bash people that's living in their truth, doing what they got to do. Let them be. That's my word on that. And the last thing I'm going to get on is, and the brother was speaking about this the other day, the brother Roski, I'm going to say shout out to Roski Productions. He was talking about New York and Chicago crime. You dig? And the difference. And I spoke on this before, that y'all got to understand, New York police is like an army. When you in New York, the police presence is always around. See, a lot of niggas don't know, New York police are very high tech. They have been high tech a long time. We know that. We got undercovers. See, I don't know that. You got undercovers in New York that been rocking gold fronts, chains, Yankee fitteds, fresh J's, all that. Where the average nigga, they would not know those are the police. Very high tech. We also know that when you get locked up in New York, you got to deal with eye scanning and voice scanning now. It's been like that for a little while. Eye scanning and voice scanning. They've been on their technology shit. New York has an army of police, and half of them are undercover. So they always around, they always working. We also know New York has the most informants. We also know that New York police work hand in hand with the FBI. That's why New York is always going to be on a particular lockdown, or when they smash in New York, it's hella indictments. Niggas get rounded up and put on them slave ships in New York. Don't get it fucked up. A lot of criminal organization activity, because you have to understand, niggas in New York are high tech with their crimes. Niggas been high tech. Niggas do crime a certain way, organized. That's why niggas keep getting caught up in the RICO. Now, Chicago, it's like the Wild West. Every man for themselves. That's why they don't really get caught up in too many RICO charges. See, it's different. That's why I told you in Chicago, it's really city control. And when you got crime, the city can always turn their back and let the shit rock and wait for the feds to come in. But in New York, the feds already in play. And y'all don't even, another thing you got to understand, the gang forces in New York are very high tech, intelligent wise. And they got a whole strong army of gang intelligence niggas out to catch the gangs every day. So my point is, the playing field is different. In New York, you can't shoot up no block all crazy and think you ain't gonna get caught. It don't work like that. Everything in New York has to be strategically done and operated. That's why it always comes back to a RICO, because niggas in New York do professional hits. Chicago, they do random shootings, reckless crimes. It's a difference. Even though they do hits too, but I'm saying mostly it's wild, wild west, wild ass criminal activity shootings. Just like California, wild ass reckless criminal shootings. California niggas don't too much go down for RICO charges, because 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have more gunplay than actual drug play. You feel me? Just like Chicago, they do more shooting and gunplay than they actually get to the bag. You see, niggas in New York get to the bag and the shootings come next. The shootings and killings come after the bag. But niggas in New York get to the bag, so they already be in that federal category of getting that money in an organized fashion. They're already in that category of RICO. Then that's when the murders and all that get into play. But niggas already be federal status for the money they making. Niggas, hoods in New York generate federally money. So niggas already be on a federal watch. That's the difference between New York niggas always getting caught in RICOs and Chicago niggas don't really get caught in RICOs like that. Because we know Chicago is very political and they let them niggas kill themselves out there. In New York, you're not going to do that. They're not going to let you shoot up the whole New York. They're not going for that. Because there's too much money around and there's too many important people in certain locations around New York City. They can't have that. Because if they don't control the shootings in Brooklyn and Queens, then that shit going to be in Times Square. If they don't control the shootings in the Bronx or Harlem, then tourists going to be getting killed in Times Square. So they're not playing that shit. That's why they got to keep their foot on niggas' neck in the town, and niggas going to keep getting indicted. See, y'all don't know that in New York, every year, it might be 1,000 niggas get indicted throughout the whole city. Every year. Between every project, every hood, niggas are getting indicted every year like clockwork. And that's my point about New York crime and Chicago crime and the difference in the law. And while a lot of people, they thought for a minute that Chicago was the top place of, the most killings, the most crime, which they are one of the top, but It's other places too. Like I'm gonna tell you about, for those who know about Jersey, I've been to I don't know if you ever been to Camden, New Jersey, but for those that know, I'm gonna leave with this one jewel for niggas that talk that tough shit. Camden, New Jersey was the only place I ever been when I seen 3 niggas get laid down in like less than an hour. I'm talking about, that was the first city I seen when I was on one block, it was yellow tape, turned the corner around another block, it was yellow tape, and then turned around another corner, it was yellow tape. I seen that shit in Camden. That was the only city I ever seen 3 people laid out in one city on 3 different things at one time. And it was a rainy day. Camden, New Jersey was also the only place I went when I went to go see the G-Shine homies. Them niggas had a big trash bag of weed, and they were just selling weed like it was a free-for-all out there. So I'm trying to tell you, there's other places in America that's lit and do a whole lot of shit, but they don't talk about it because it's not important. See, Chicago is important for politics, so you always gonna hear about Chicago, 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 because it's a political place. It always been like that. You gotta know that's where Obama is from. You gotta know that, see? It's a lot of politics in Chicago. Senators, things of that nature. So they always going to keep crime going, and niggas always going to get sacrificed because that's the sacrifice city. And you got to do your homework on that Sears Tower, and you'll know about the Tower of Babel. And you'll see why them niggas always going to keep burning in Chicago. With that note, that's the jewel of the day. For No Fame, prime time, live stream, episode 18. Thanks for everybody pulling up, everybody in the building. Y'all know it's love. I'll be back again. I might do a double dose tonight. You feel me? But everybody enjoy your day and live your life. And I'm out.